Welcome. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale and exhale. Letting yourself arrive to this grounding, mindful practice and journaling ritual for emotional clearing. And take another deep breath as we all enter the space together. And inhale and exhale. Maybe touching a part of yourself, noticing that you're here. You've made it to this part of the day or night. You're continuing to arrive, surrendering to this moment and being in the practice of presence. What does presence feel like for you in the body? And maybe we can just ponder about that, feel that in our heart, the answer to that question. Maybe noticing the space around you, noticing something that brings you joy or peace or makes you feel grounded or uplifted or inspired. And inhale and exhale. And as we start our ritual together today, accepting and acknowledging that you are ready to release something. And when you begin to write on the page, it doesn't even really matter what you write. You can write "The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain" over and over and over for 20 minutes. What's important is the intention of relieving yourself, giving yourself the gift, the self-care of allowing yourself to release whatever needs to go, whatever is taking up too much space in the body, whatever is keeping you from distracted, from being fully present with yourself. Because to be fully present with yourself is to be fully present with those around you, with your environment. To be present with yourself is to be present in life. And there are so many distractions. We can get caught up in the loop of our own stories around our deepest desires. And often what stresses and anxieties and how we disassociate sometimes when we are moving forward closer to those deepest desires, to those passions. And it's not about trying to be like, okay, I just want to get rid of that. Because that's like the pink elephant in the room, right? It's maybe just sitting with it, not resisting with it, not resisting whatever tension might be in the body right now, just simply noticing. I'm noticing a little bit of tension in the back of my neck. The pressure I feel to communicate with you and how that's resting in my jaw. So maybe together we can just start scanning the body and releasing any tension, any contraction. The top of the head. Going down the back of the neck and just allowing to soften things however much they can soften right now. Not how much you wish it would soften or how much tension you wish would go away, but what is the tension that's ready and feels safe to leave right now. letting the jaw relax, the lips, putting a hand on your heart, noticing your heartbeat, what that feels like on your hand, to feel the vibration of your heart beating and the connection of that heart intelligence, that heart vibration that is so strong, potent, connected to our intuition. Maybe putting a hand on the belly if that feels good to do. Maybe rubbing your belly. We hold so much in our stomachs. Maybe letting it soften and not worrying about how things look right now, but just how it might feel to even just as much as a quarter size of your baby toe release and soften and relax. And feeling the butt on the surface beneath you. Making a choice to come back to yourself right now. To allow the noise to fade away. And if visual sensations or any sounds feel distracting, or any little tiny little stories, or those little things that loop in our minds that we feel, I have to pay attention to this, I need to get this done, I can't take this time for myself, this is bothering me, I can't let it go. Acknowledge, let it just come in and pass. And you might notice that it just fades away or exits the room without you having to push or chase it away or have feelings about it being there to begin with. Just acknowledging yourself in the moment. Letting the emotions arise so they can be acknowledged and felt. And as they come up and out and turn into usable life force energy. Letting that which needs to be released emotionally, that's being held in the body, letting it go so that there is more space for you to come into your presence more deeply. And inhaling and exhaling. Maybe we can acknowledge one word to start our journaling ritual. What's the one word coming to your mind right now? Mine is grace. And if you'd like to share what the one word that's come into your mind, put it in the comments below. And we'll start together. We'll go for 20 minutes. Of course, as I always say, feel free to lie down during this time. Do whatever helps you, coloring, knitting, whatever, but to do it with the intention of releasing and clearing the emotions that perpetuate a certain disassociation with your own presence. And we'll come back together. I'll do an oracle card. We can chat a little bit about what came up, and I'll see you on the other side. Take a few deep breaths as you wind down your writing, just for right now, just for the moment. Letting yourself feel satisfied that everything has come onto the page that's meant to. Whatever insights, whatever release, to all come in for you right now. And you don't have to worry that you somehow missed something if you had written for one more minute. You got what you need. You got exactly what you needed, and we can return to this practice together. Something, that came up as I could feel the sun and see it setting around me. And what came up for me was letting the sun set on what is weighing me down. Maybe in this sunset medicine of this ritual, know that the sun has set on something. And to allow whatever the sun has set on to not feel heavy right now, to not let that weigh on you right now, that it is being released. I think it's okay to let go of trying to make things work. To let the sun go down on trying to make something work, or to make it work as it was working before. It's okay to let what was go, to truly let it go. I mean, again, it's not about reinventing the thing, it's about reinventing beyond. Because it's not a real reinvention if you're trying to reinvent something that has already transformed, really. So what has already transformed that might be bringing up a lot of emotion that you've been carrying? And to let the sun and the light of the sun carry it for you in this moment, that there is clarity coming in. There is clarity coming in as we sit in this practice of presence and coming home to ourselves. Something I wrote down, it's amazing to realize that you ended up in the exact right place in the exact right time after all. That whatever has occurred in life, whatever distractions, whatever obstacles, whatever unforeseen things that have come up that you were not expecting, that you can recognize in this moment, this is the time and the place. And you were chosen because you chose yourself. And as you choose yourself over and over and over again and practice that, you make it easier for the things that you want to come into your life choose you. Because in fact, they already have. It's just that allowing and acknowledging, letting yourself have what you want, letting go of what may have worked that no longer works. Again, it's not about reinventing something. I can make this work. It's about truly being revolutionary and having a personal revolution in your life. And regardless of what people think about what you're choosing to do or what you want to do, something that came up in the journal entry here was, it's revolutionary, but some people may call it reckless, and you can't I mean, I'm not saying to do anything that's actually really reckless and to, put yourself in some sort of situation that's not stable, clearly. But often when we are choosing to take a risk, to jump off the cliff, to try something a little bit different and innovative, it can come across as unstable to other people, and sometimes even people that care about us very, very much can, they kind of chime in. Maybe there's something that you just need to keep to yourself for right now. To be quiet, like the sun setting gently into the earth. It's a big, huge event, right? But it's quiet. It's not making a big deal about it. Let's pull an oracle card. Because I find it to be fun. And there's always something that comes up for me with it. Okay. It's so dark out here now, I couldn't read it. And I'm hoping that you guys can see this. I'm gonna put it up super close. It's receiving. So it's the self-care. It's allowing yourself to receive what is coming to you, right? Often we are being given resources, opportunities. People are trying to help. Life is trying to help, but we just don't see it, or we don't want to see it. There's something coming up for me right now, and I'm saying this. It's like somehow it's a perceived failure to receive. That it's some sort of shame around receiving. That meant that you failed, you couldn't do it because you have to get this help or support. But when it's from the right people, when it's coming from the right environment, in the right situation, and with love, and with caring, and sometimes when someone's trying to give to us, they're saying, I believe in you, and I'm here to believe in you. Before you can believe in you as much as I do, right? In this process of believing in yourself that you're going through, and believing and jumping off the cliff and being revolutionary and truly reinventing and allowing to let go and let the sun set on what no longer works, what is done. You don't have to try to keep the light on. Close up shop. You'll open up again. So allow yourself to receive from yourself, your own self-caring, your self-love, your gentleness, your own non-judgment. But let people believe in you while you're in this process of integrating, of getting comfortable with believing in yourself on the deepest levels, on a level that you couldn't even imagine. Martha Graham said, "Be bold, and unforeseen forces will come to your aid." I want to close up our ritual together and thank you so much for being here with me and helping me express myself in what I want to create. And I could not do this without you here, and it's so meaningful for me. So I hope that you'll subscribe if you're called to coming on this adventure and being a part of this community with me. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. It helps YouTube to bring something that you enjoyed and felt supported to other people that will enjoy and feel supportive. It would help me to receive. And I will see you on the next one. I hope that you will join me once a week live for live rituals and journaling, meditation practices. We will meditate, ground, relax our nervous systems, come together in community and support each other in our goals, dreams, ambitions, and in simply just being ourselves. So I will see you there. Bye.